Saturday, May 24th, 2025. You guessed it, back at the dacha. And what a beautiful morning it is today. Let's check out the blue sky. I don't know, am I going to pick it up or not? We've got, there it is, the blue sky. We got Babushka Natalia. Hello, hello, Vika. Nice day today, eh? Oh, hey, let's go check out the tulips. Oh, we got two tulips that
I
have...
haven't been here for a week, so they're already out for a while.
Okay. We only have two, or we have a few more that are ready to open?
Some, but I had really little bulbs that the neighbor gave me.
Uh-huh.
It'll take a while for them to grow.
Okay. Oh, this is what Vova gave you? Oh, cool. Okay, what do I got planned for today? Well, got two things that I want to get done. I'm on a mission to do two things. And first, I got to pile this up. I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. And I got to cut the grass. It's the first cut of the year. And let's turn the camera around. I'll show you how much there is to cut. The front area over here isn't too bad. But when you get over here, it's like a dandelion forest. So the grass is pretty high. And this all has to be cut. And way down over here, this field right here will have to be cut. And oh my God, look at all that. Lots of dandelions there. All that around the garden area. Probably have to take the whippersnipper and gonna take off all this dandelions that are here on this lawn feature. This right here will have to be cut, and out in the front over there. So there's a lot to cut. But first things first, I gotta get the wheelbarrow. And we stopped by the Lamana Pro, which used to be Leroy Merlin. It's like a Home Depot. And we got some soil and stuff. So we have a few bags of soil and the rasada, the plants. There's still a lot of plants that have to be planted. So I got to get the wheelbarrow, take that out, put it in the right areas so that Vika can start the planting. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing first, whether stacking the firewood or cutting the lawn. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do a little bit of both. Cut the lawn. If it gets too hot, then I'll stack the firewood, or maybe I'll do the firewood first. I don't know. But I do know what I got to do first. Grab the wheelbarrow and go to the SUV and pick up all the stuff and haul it away. Hey, Vika, where are you going to put that?
Right here.
Ah, okay. Got a nice little hanging basket there and flowers. Oh, there's all that stuff that still has to be taken out. Vika, what kind of rasada do we have here?
Well, we have some overgrown peppers.
Okay.
Sweet peppers, and we have some bull's heart tomatoes.
Okay.
And this is just decorative. And I got some mini tomatoes, and there's some cukes here. And
Okay.
there's one like zucchini.
Okay.
Thank God there's only one.
Who made that box there?
I don't know. Maybe some Canadian dude that lives with me in my house.
So this looks like a Wood King Products type of a design.
Well, it's useful for...
Yeah. Oh, hey, what's that over there?
Oh, I bought a pot for my petunia.
Okay.
Last year I planted it in 30 liters. It was not enough because this year I saw the roots were all
Oh, wow.
around. So this is 50. Like it was last, so I thought, I looked at it last year. I thought it looks nice, but there were different colors. I like this gray.
That is pretty cool.
Real.
And again, what are you
Even
going to plant in there?
petunias.
Okay.
Petunias that are really, really big.
And what's in these bags?
Soil.
Okay.
Now, because I have too many tomatoes and I just can't throw them away, I'm going to be planting them into like grow bags
Uh-huh.
in the greenhouse because they're 2 meter tall. They
Okay.
cannot be outside, so I'll just put them in between the gretkas.
Right. And where are you going to put this
I don't
pot?
know.
We'll have to figure out.
Or maybe by the swing.
Okay.
Kind of looks nice by the swing.
All right. Well, I guess I'd better take the soil out and take it to the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Which one? First, the far one or the close one?
The far one.
Okay, the far one. So I got to take it to that one over there. All right, let's go to work. So, Babushka, what do you think of all these dandelions that we have on the property?
I think too many of them, and you have to cut them. Otherwise, they will spread all over the territory of our great dacha project.
Yeah.
Project dacha.
Yeah, do you know that I had an uncle, he passed away about 25 years ago. He used to make dandelion wine. He used to pick the dandelions and he'd ferment them. And yeah, he made dandelion wine.
Well, but my relative told me that they make jam.
Dandelion jam?
Yes, jam.
I've never heard of it.
Of course, this is a medicinal plant.
Yeah.
Some of them, if mixed with spirit, vodka, or something, they may be helpful for treating some diseases, even serious ones.
Really?
I do not know, I'm not sure, but I have read a lot about it.
So is dandelion jam common in Russia?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Really?
Well, not of course very common, but some people make jam, yeah.
Wow. Well, I know I'm going to be jamming away, cutting all of this right now. So perfect weather. It's not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah, about 12, 13 now.
It's about 13 degrees, I think, right now. Just perfect. Little bit of a breeze, and I better get to work.
Okay.
All right. So I got the lawnmower all ready, fueled it up, and I checked the oil, and now I'm going to start cutting. And perfect weather. The famous Khabarovsk blue sky. We still got it over there, but there's a few clouds right there. But it'll be perfect for mowing. All right, let's go to work. Well, it took the better part of the day to mow the lawn. I had so many distractions. Vova came over. He needed some help, so I went over to his place and helped him with the stump. And then my neighbors over there came. They're doing some concrete work, so they asked me, or the husband asked me to haul some, or help them handle some bags of concrete. So did that. And of course, Vika and Vika's mother, Bob and Natalia, they're like, Phil, could you come here, help us with this and that? So just being distracted. In addition to that, check this out, beautiful day. I was enjoying it. So my lawn mowing took all day. Oh well. Let's turn the camera around. Let's show you how much lawn I mowed. Well, as I usually start right over here. So this is the front here, and then I mowed this and around here. Let's walk around. So had to mow in between the raspberries. So right all along here, did the front lawn, came around here, mowed all this and that. I still got to get rid of that stump. I got to move it. All around here, over there to that shed, this way into the greenhouse. I was bringing all the clippings. Let's check out the clippings here. Hey Vika, what do you think of the grass clippings in here? Looks pretty good. Matches your knee pads.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Finish up.
So, yeah. Also in here, let's check this out. So, like they say, udobrenye. So all the grass clippings, had to be careful to put them around the tomato plants and try not to break any of the little leaves. And along here, did all this. These are little raised beds. And this part of the lawn space. And there's the quality control experts. What do you got there? Some peppers.
You won't believe it.
What?
I've completely changed the whole plan.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to plant the peppers inside the greenhouse,
Yeah.
but I have still tomatoes that are 2 meters high.
Okay.
And I found a big grow bag that I bought 2 years ago. I bought it, but I never like had the strength to use it because you need a lot of soil first. So
Oh, this grow bag. Okay,
I took
this
it
thing's
out.
huge.
My mom was like morally supporting me.
Uh-huh.
So this is what I'm planning to do.
Well, she is quality control. Okay, so what you're
Peppers
gonna put?
like to sit in couples, right? That's what I heard.
Okay.
So you should plant them together somehow.
Yeah.
I filled it up already.
Uh-huh.
Like this.
This is with the soil that we bought today?
I bought and I dug from the old greenhouse.
All right. Yeah, we still got to take this apart.
There you go. So, and I have more. I have jalapenos at home.
Oh my God. Oh, and you planted these
No. This was last year.
raspberries,
They
strawberries.
winterized.
Uh-huh.
Pretty
Wintered.
well.
Yeah.
What? Look, they're happy. They're good. I'm gonna continue this. I like this.
That is
In
cool.
grow bags, yeah. So I just for winter, I just put them on the ground. I covered
Yeah.
them up together with the other raised beds, and
Yeah.
they were fine. They're good. I was afraid they'll freeze. No, they don't freeze.
Okay.
So this thing can also stay for over winter.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just have to like fix up the soil in there.
Yeah. And then we'll also put grass clippings and stuff.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
this thing dries very quickly.
All right. Here's my scarecrow. I keep this here. Actually, it fools Dad a couple times. He's always telling me that every time he looks over from his place over there and he sees our scarecrow, he thinks that somebody's here. Oh well, I guess it's working. And of course, mowed right over here near the pond. And all the way to there, which I'm planning on building a little rest area there. And looks like I'm gonna have to reweed the hostas. Okay, and let's go to the workshop. Oh, this is a really long single take. All right. Oh, there's бабушка. Чё, бабушка, тебе холодно?
Да, прохладно стало.
Yeah.
Уже, наверное, 10 градусов всего.
And she's saying it's about 10 degrees. No, I think it's warmer.
Потому что она ничего не делает, а я делаю.
Ну вот, ты так и знала. All right, so moving on. Got all this mowed and up to the work zone. Let's check it out. Here it is. This fell down. I got to pick this up. So all this mowed. And of course, that right there. And that's that. So yeah, there was a lot of work done today, but it looks much better. Okay, so that was one mission objective completed. Now I got to do this firewood here, which I said I had two things that I wanted to do today. I wanted to mow the lawn, which took a long time, but I did it. And also another thing, because it was the first cut, so there were areas that were really high and I had to go really slowly. So it took a while. And of course, all the breaks and all the distractions. Okay, so what I got to do now is I got to put this away, but I got to figure out where. So I think I have an idea, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I got this kindling right here, and it's sitting right on top of this firewood, which is already, what, 2 years old. So this was pieces of the pallets. Anyways, so I figured if I move this right here, these kindling pieces, plus I got a lot more right there, I will put them over here. And that way it will free up the space because I can actually go much higher. And all this will easily fit over there. So there it is. Problem solved. I can move all this firewood now, and everything will be, like they say, hunky-dory. Looking really good. Well, at least for me. Okay, let's go to work. Well, as I was saying, totally being distracted all the time. And I got my neighbor, Vova, came. No, Vova.
Нормально покосил.
Да?
Нормально скосил.
А,
Сейчас ты сгреб эту травку, да?
да, да.
Ну и правильно,
Собрал все и в теплицу под
Правильно.
помидоры.
правильно. Давай.
Вова, как долго ты думаешь, я тут косил?
Ну,
How long was I
весь
cutting the
день,
grass?
наверно. Ты долго ходил тут.
Долго, yeah. I was walking around a long time.
Долго.
А знаешь, почему я долго ходил?
Почему?
Потому что только начну работать. Вот, ты пришел, тогда с тобой поболтался, только начну работать. Жена говорит, вот, иди сюда, Филипп, нужно помогнуть. И так весь день болтался.
Ну, правильно.
Yeah, no, I was telling him I was distracted. Ну, посмотри, какая хорошая тут природа у нас. Look at the nice view. Хорошая природа.
Хорошая. И погода хорошая,
Да.
и природа хорошая.
Да. А ты все посадил на огороде? Did you plant everything on the garden?
Нет, не все.
Не
Еще
всё?
картошку хочу чуть-чуть.
He wants to plant the
досадить.
potatoes.
Сегодня нашел там в пакете.
Ага,
Надо ее высадить, а то ростки уже такие.
ага.
Надо срочно завтра высадить.
So he's saying he found some potatoes and he's got to plant them quickly before they go bad. Да.
Так что такие вот дела.
А мне еще надо эту теплицу, я буду снимать и буду больше газон делать. I told him that I'm going to be taking this old greenhouse apart and making more lawn.
Так а что ты ее хочешь снимать?
Потому что я не хочу ее перекрывать, и у нас уже есть две. So he asked me, well, why am I taking it down? And I said,
Какие
we
что
have two.
будешь делать?
А я ее соберу и куда буду складать, и когда и мне нужно будет, может потом, когда еще раз тогда ее построю. So I told him that, or he asked me, what am I going to do with this? I said, well, just put it
Тепличка
away.
хорошая.
Что?
Тепличка хорошая.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He was saying, well, it's a good one. I said, yeah, it's really good. I just didn't want to cover it up. And we
Я
have
хочу
two.
тоже пенсию получить, и надо это новый покупать.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's saying that he's got to wait for his pension check and then he's going to cover. Ну, она послужит этот сезон.
Ну, этот еще послужит.
So I asked him, will it last still another season? He said, yeah.
А так уже надо менять.
Ну, и мне надо идти, это надо работать тут, дрова складать.
Ну, давай, удачи тебе. Я тоже пошел.
Okay.
Тоже пошел.
Okay, finally finished stacking the firewood. Had another distraction this time. I thought I'd videotape Vova. And he's always got something interesting to say. And just before I started videotaping him, he was telling me about the nice beaches that are near Vladivostok and Nakhotka. And there's a certain beach called Tri Azoria. And I was actually there 2 years ago. And I videotaped it in one of my videos. So yeah, believe it or not, it reminded me of Thailand. Nice white sand, blue, kind of bluish green water. And you can walk out, I don't know, probably 100 meters and you would only be up to your waist. So it's just so nice out there. Anyways, we were talking about that and yeah, distracted. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you what I did with the firewood. Okay, here it is. It's all picked up, stacked. Now what I had to do was the kindling, so I moved it over here to make room for the firewood that's over here. And I kept a little bit of kindling on the bottom in case I need it later. So this is going to be one of the first areas that I'm going to be drawing from to heat the workshop. It's right behind the wall there. Yeah, this is kind of garbage wood. Doesn't really give off, well, it gives off good heat, but it doesn't burn too long because it's really soft wood. So yeah, that'll be probably the September, October firewood. And then this right here, which is better. There were better trees. You could see nicer pieces. That's my October, November. And then when it gets really, really cold, my birch. And, you know, this is hopefully going to save me throughout next winter. So, yeah, it's drying pretty nice. And I'm hoping that by fall time, just before it snows, it'll be dry. And then I'll cover it up so that the snow doesn't go on. And of course, I still have all that firewood over there. So I'm pretty set for the year coming up. Okay, so I don't know, what am I gonna do? I think I still have some time. I think I'm gonna rake this up right now, get it all done so that when I come back here tomorrow or whenever, I don't have to look at this mess. All right, let's go do it. And just like that, got her all cleaned up. So it's looking much better. So yeah, so now my work area is nicer and I don't have to look at all this sawdust that's on the ground. I'm surprised that I got about, what, a third to half of a wheelbarrow load sawdust. It's quite a bit. All right, I got to take it over there to the sawdust pile. All right, all empty. So this is the pile that I call the sawdust pile, but it's a mix of sawdust and little twigs and other organic material. And this will all just settle down, and who knows, maybe one day we'll make something out of this. But for now, just need a place to put all this away, and this is the right spot for it. So there it is, all done. So I'm all finished, but Victoria isn't. So while I was just standing around, I looked over and I found a small pipe sticking out of the ground, and I thought, well, you know what? That pipe, got to get it out of the ground. What am I going to be doing? Waiting for Victoria and doing nothing? I got to do something. So I'm going to take this pipe out of the ground. It's pretty deep in there. It doesn't move, so I'll have to dig it out. And hopefully it'll come out quickly. I'll show you what it looks like right now. Here it is. So it's just sticking a few inches, I don't know, maybe about 5 to 7 centimeters off the ground, and it's a hazard. Don't want to be banging into it or stepping on it. So your guess is as good as mine. How long is this thing? And there's only one way to find out. I gotta dig it out. All right, start digging. Okay, I ran into a little problem as I'm trying to dig out this pipe. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you what's going on. So as I was digging, I got down a little ways and I am hitting roots from, well, it was probably from the big birch tree, but I'm sure probably the little ones are also intertwined somewhere in there. So I don't want to dig anymore because I don't want to threaten this tree, put it at risk of dying. So I got my big maul and I'm just gonna bend it and bury it, and that's it. I have no problem with that because eventually I want to have a little woodshed right here, and that'll be underground, so it won't really matter. All right, let's start bending it. Or better yet, just get it out of the ground. Yeah, as I started smacking it side to side, it actually loosened up. And here it is. So yeah, it was about like that. And that's all that was showing above the ground. And that was all below the ground. And as I was digging here, this thing didn't move. But as soon as I started banging it, it moved side to side. And I'm like, well, no way. Let's just pull it out. So I pulled it out. All right, well, that was an easy one. Okay, I found another little job to do. So I removed the tire from the wheelbarrow because it is flat, and I just realized, look at that. Look at that. So tomorrow, or whenever I get a chance, I'm gonna have to go and get a new tire so that I can put it onto the wheelbarrow. Okay, I am done. Let's do a recap. What did I do today? Well, mowed the lawn. That's pretty much it. Took all day. Was distracted a lot. Just enjoyed the breathtaking view up in the sky. It was nice and blue, nice and warm. Hey, let's check the temperature out. Let's see what it's like right now. It's plus 17.5 degrees Celsius. There it is, plus 17.5 degrees Celsius. The sun is just about to drop behind the trees over there, the tree line. And it is 10 to 8 p.m. So it's almost 8 o'clock. But okay, I am done. So what did we do? I mowed the lawn, was distracted, helped out Vova, helped out Victoria and her mother, my mother-in-law. Helped out my neighbors over here with the concrete. Just had to move some bags. Stacked this firewood that was over here. Had to actually put the kindling over there to make room for the firewood. And then while I was waiting for Victoria, I noticed there was this little pipe. Started digging it up because it was wedged in pretty good. And I hit that the root system. So I'm like, okay, no, I think I'm gonna take a maul, like a big sledge, and I'll just bend it. And as I started hitting it, it just started moving. I'm like, well, let's just pull it out. So pulled it out. And then I'm still waiting, and I'm like, okay, let's check the wheelbarrow out, because I knew that the air was kind of leaking out. It was getting a little bit harder to, push it around the yard. Sure enough, it's low. So took the tire off. There it is. And I'm gonna take it as a sample. So I need to get one that needs to be identical to that so it can actually fit into the shaft. All right, I'm done. Okay, if you like this video, smash the like button, leave a comment. If you're not a subscriber, now's the time. It's free, never costs anything on my channel or any other YouTube channels. All right, take care, and like I always say, paka. Oh, my hands are dirty. Yeah, bit of penetrating oil while I was trying to take the nuts off. All right, paka again.